What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds. And today we're bringing you another in-depth video with regards to the 2024 Kia Telluride in the SX Prestige trim. And we're gonna be talking about the specs, exterior and interior, and some minor differences from the 2023 over to the 2024 in this video. But before we do, because it's not a sponsored video, and we truly appreciate you guys' support, and if you guys do like our content, please tap that like button, subscribe to our channel. Also, if you got something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us, we can talk details later. A special shout out and a thank you to Roseville Kia here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California for providing us this beautiful Kia Telluride for this review. Keep watching, stay tuned, because we are dropping that MSRP sticker so you guys get an exact idea of what comes with this car and the price tag on top. Now let's go ahead and talk Kia Telluride. So let's kick this review off with talking some specs. Now, in the Kia Telluride, they keep literally the same powertrain, the 3.8 liter V6 direct injection gas engine that gives you 291 horsepower with 262 pounds-feet of torque. You have an 8-speed automatic transmission. For the people who'd like to know a little bit about the MPG, it is 18 city, 24 highway, and a 20 combined with 18.8 gallon gas tank size, everybody. Now, what do you guys think about these naturally aspirated GDI engines? Leave in the comment section below. I am a fan of naturally aspirated if you've been looking or watching our other videos. Let's go ahead and drop this hood and start talking 2024 Kia Telluride. So what do we see that is slightly different from the 2023 over to the 2024? Now, we left these hazards on so you guys get an idea. The 2023, they literally have the white hazards on, or the blinkers, but the 2024 has the amber color hazards. All right, that is something that is different there. Also, the key itself from the 2023 to the 2024, the key fob, let me go ahead and get you that so you guys get an idea of what it looks like. Now the key is slightly different, okay, with regards to the color of the key, but kind of same setup on the button setup itself. And we are going to be showing you the slight different interface inside once we get to the interior of the car. But overall, not much difference. Now let's talk SX Prestige trim in this dark moss exterior paint color with that kind of matte silver look, and again that darker gray on that grille in that matte finish with the Kia emblem. Parking sensors integrated into the front lower side or the bumper cover of this front end. You do get the fog lights in the SX Prestige. Shout out to the fog lights and shout out to Kia because they actually implement their fog lights. A lot of manufacturers are walking away from fog lights. You do have the airflow cuts here sending some air towards that tire. Now if we go over to the driver's side area and start talking the side, what does the 2024 look like? Again, not much different, but we just want to bring that 2024 model over to you guys. Some dimensions from the side: 197 inches in length, 78 inches in width, and 71 inches in height with an 8.4 inch ground clearance. So if you guys do find yourselves wanting to take this off-road for camping, because it is an all-wheel drive system with active all-wheel drive, this would be a good camping car for you and the family. Now, dropping down, wheel well trim in that matte black plastic coming in from the front over to the side. We do have the 20-inch alloy rims in two colors, the black gloss with the machine surface silver. You have the regular strut suspension in the front with a standalone single link suspension in the rear, okay? Coming over to the side mirror, blinker light integration with your camera system in the front, also over to the side so you get that surround view camera. Blind spot assist with automatic foldable side mirror. Dual color with that kind of piano black look. Over to the handle, keyless fob entry in the dual color on the handle. The trim down near the rocker panel area in that kind of matte silver that we get in the front over to the side with that kind of matte black plastic. That does take a beating and hold up. The trim itself, beautiful trim coming together with that kind of piano black trim around the windows and that silver with the roof rails up top. Now if we go ahead and open this up, you still get the cap in the 2024, so it's not a capless gas tank. Over to the rear end, we still have the same taillights. Up top, spoiler with integration, brake lighting. Now on the SX Prestige, you do have the live feed camera. That is also another nice bell and whistle. If you want to go manual or live feed, you can have that on that rear view mirror. Dropping down, trim in the piano black with your camera integrated right over that license plate. Telluride coming across with the 4X, letting you know it's all-wheel drive. Bumper sensors integrated into that silver area of the bumper cover, finishing off with the matte black plastic and a dual tip one side exhaust system. Backup lighting with parking reflectors. Now let's go ahead and shoot inside the cargo area, and let's talk cargo area. Now being the 3-row Telluride, with all 3 rows down, you get a whopping 87 cubic feet of space. With all 3 rows up, you have 21 cubic feet of space, for anybody who'd like to know. Now, the thing I probably would have liked to see Kia do is make these electric, but the 3rd row are not electric. You literally have to manually drop them. All right, just like that. Whoop. Pull those down. Like that. Now the 2nd row, you have 2 buttons and you can drop that 2nd row. Press that button, press that one, and the 2nd row drops, and this is what it looks like with the 12-volt, 180-watt outlet right under that little control unit. Let's go ahead and show you guys what's under the mat. Some more personal pocket space. Spare tire is under the car, so you do have a spare tire on the 2024 Telluride with some tie downs for groceries and things of that sort. Now that we're pretty much done with some specs, exterior, and cargo area, let's go ahead and jump to the interior. So on to the interior of the 2024 Kia Telluride. And remember I was mentioning that main difference from the 2023 over to the 2024. I'm gonna show you guys that. So once you're going between modes, instead of getting that kind of boring look on the mode change from the 2023, you get the super cool animation for the 2024 where the cluster itself completely changes look for each mode. You literally get up to 5 modes. We're gonna leave that in comfort mode, or if I like the sport mode very well, and it changes color as it goes through, okay? So that is pretty much one of the main differences onto the interior side. But let's bring the 2024 Kia Telluride over to you guys as a viewer. Now, starting with the door panel, again, this is kind of a fake wood wrap look on this inlay with the 2 memory setting for the driver's seat. You get the control units with the control units for your side mirror and your windows here. And let's go ahead and show you guys how those side mirrors fold. All right. Harman Kardon premium sound system with the Napa leather seating wrap. Now on the armrest too, it is leather wrapped with personal pocket space and a cup holder. On the left side of this manual steering column, you have a few buttons here. That is the traction control, the tailgate lift button, hill decline assist on this SX Prestige with the lighting dimmable for your dashboard. The steering wheel itself is wrapped in the leather. That comes heated steering wheel with the piano black gloss and silver coming together, giving it a little bit more luxurious feel inside this XS Prestige. Again, the 12.3-inch infotainment screen and cluster that they bring forward to you. We see that interface in pretty much all Kia now. Control units for your windshield wipers and your lighting systems, and then you get, remember, the option for the fog lights. Right under the infotainment screen, now I'm going to show you guys a little bit about the infotainment screen before I move on. I want to show you guys the camera, how that looks in a different angle. All right. And let's go home, and also how sensitive and reactive it is. I do like the Kia interface because it does not lag. And then if we go over to map, you have the map, and then we can go ahead and make that full screen, or we can split the screen with your media and different info cards. But, all right, and go home. Now, if you do shoot over to Roseville Kia, they have guys that'll sit there and spend their time with you guys going through the ins and outs of the car, like going through settings. You can also change a theme of cluster and things of that sort. Just very cool bells and whistles inside these cars. Sleek design on the vents. Wanted to show you guys how they kind of move right and left, up and down. the manual button controls for your map. We could also go map with the manual, go through your media, radio, tracks, and all that. Under that is your climate control with manual buttons. There goes your heated steering wheel button. Heated and ventilated seats on both seats in the front. Also on a second row seating in this SX Prestige, you get heated and ventilated seats on both rows. That is super cool for the SX Prestige. Now remember, keep an eye out for that. You might not have them in all trims and all other trims. 12 volt 180 watt outlet, USB with charging ports, wireless charging pad, cup holders, and again, your modes with your locking system. Auto hold, engine on and off button, parking sensors, camera, parking, brake, center console removable tray with a USB-C charge. So remember, you're not fighting for USB plugins. The seats themselves do come electric controlled in the SX Prestige with the perforated Napa leather wrap with the stitching. Very plush feel, pretty comfortable on the seats themselves. In front of that passenger seat, you have the straight to the point glove compartment. But above us, what do we see is this beautiful kind of suede look that we get in this SX Prestige. And I'm a huge fan of this liner cover. Very nice and rich feel inside this. You have the manual visor. I wish I would have seen that glass come all the way over to the second row, but no, there is a split here. So you get the glass here and the glass over, and there's this big split right here in the middle, okay? You can tilt and slide sunroof option with a manual visor. But overall, we're pretty much done with the front side. And before we enter over to the second row seating, to finish off with one other thing is the live feed camera that I mentioned in the back. That's what it looks like, what's going on, and then come back to manual and put that back. Now let's go ahead and show you guys the second row seating and the third row seating for the 2024 Kia Telluride. Now second row seating, all right, in the 2024 Kia Telluride, and get a load of these captain chairs with these armrests and how wide these things are with the perforated Napa leather look coming in from the front over to the second row seating. Now the way to control those heated and ventilated seats are from your door panel right near the little window switch, okay? You also get that Harman Kardon premium sound system here in the second row area with the sun visor here if the sun is bugging you, all right? Now, same look coming in over from the front to the back on the door panel, okay, with that kind of armrest wrap and that same inlay with the silver coming together with the black. In front of us, what do we have of the second row? We have the pocket area, a little bit of hanger, or maybe you want to tie something down. USB-C plugins right here on the right and left of those front seats. Cup holders with a 115 volt inverter and 12 volt outlet 180 watts, okay? Now, how do we control these seats? There's a few things. To control this seat, you can move it front and back with the lever right here. You have also one lever here to drop this backrest, and then that button there to bunny hop this seat forward, electric controlled, okay? Now, dropping that, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches. Leg room is completely there, and the head clearance. Now let's go ahead and pick this up. And even if you sit upright, you get way more than enough head clearance, right? Oh, snap handle with your vents, and then your controls for your tri-zone climate control, right? You can turn that off or drop the temperature there. Since it's really hot today here in Roseville, California, we are going to leave that AC on with your true lighting here in that LED look. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and jump over to the third row. But before we do, I'm gonna bunny hop that forward, and I want to show you guys literally how to open up this visor. Now, the only way to control this visor really is from that top over panel button, and we go ahead and open that visor electric, but it is not a tilt and slide sunroof option, okay? So we left this seat exactly how I was sitting, and we're gonna jump inside the third row. Now, slightly tight, okay? So because we have so much room in the second row, I can see myself actually maybe moving the seat forward, but my legs are slightly touching in the exact position, and my head is slightly touching, so you're probably not putting your tallest people back here. But you have these belts here on the right and left that you can drop the angle of these back seats, and literally, again, my head would be touching here on this backdrop of this top liner, all right? Now, you get the vents, which is very cool because your third row passengers aren't going to be feeling claustrophobic because you get airflow, or your animals that are back here with your lighting. See this little panel here? This is what we call the Smart Talk system here at the Kia. Now, what does that mean is that you literally can press a button on your interface and it'll literally amplify your voice from the top or from the front seat for your passengers to actually kind of hear you better, all right? That is super cool. Now, you get that same kind of leather wrap, but not the exact same stitching here from the second or first rows over to the third row, all right? That's something also to take into consideration. What do you got? You got cup holders, USB-C plug-in on both sides with some personal space just on the driver's side, right here on the driver's side, okay? And then how do we literally get back or to the front seats? It is not here on the right. It is up here near the shoulders of the second row seaters, and you press that and it literally bunny hops it forward, okay? Now, as promised, we're dropping that MSRP sticker so you guys get an idea of exactly what comes on this car and the price tag on top. So here it goes. And let us know what you guys think. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave in the comment section below. We'll try to get back to you guys as best as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching our channel. Remember, tap that subscribe button because we truly appreciate you guys' support. Keep watching, stay tuned. We have more cool things coming. God bless you.